What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports, back again with another one. Breaking news. In a deal that sent shockwaves all across the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs have traded star wide receiver Tyrek Hill to the Miami Dolphins for 5 draft picks. A first, a second, and a fourth in the 2022 draft, and a fourth and a sixth in the 2023 draft. Now, Tyrek Hill has signed a new deal with the Miami Dolphins. He's going to make $120 million over 4 years. And he has signed for a $72.2 million signing bonus that will make him the highest paid player in the NFL. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs have suffered a significant loss in the departure of Tyrek Hill. Not a devastating loss, but a significant loss. Now, you're going to have a lot of these NFL experts get on TV and say, oh, man, it's a devastating loss for the Kansas City Chiefs. The window has closed on the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going to predict the demise of the Kansas City Chiefs. No. Kansas City Chiefs going to be all right. They just no longer the prohibitive favorite in the AFC. They have company. You got a lot of contenders right there with Kansas City. You know, you got Buffalo. You got the Los Angeles Chargers. You know, you got a lot of teams right there, in my opinion. Miami Dolphins going to be right there because they already have a real good defense, in my opinion. And you put their weapons, that's going to be with Tua Tagovailoa. You got Tyreek Hill on the outside, and you got Waddle on the outside. Tua going to think he's back in Alabama, man. He's going to be putting up big numbers. If they get any kind of running game, and they're going to be unstoppable on offense, man. And they are a serious threat to the Buffalo Bills in the AFC East. It ain't the New England Patriots, it's the Miami Dolphins. Make no mistake about it, because they made a lot of good acquisitions here in the offseason to go along with the trade for Tyrek Hill. I like what they done in the offseason. I like what the Los Angeles Chargers done in the offseason. And the Raiders have done a lot of things that's done well in the offseason too. They picked up wide receiver Devontae Adams from the Green Bay Packers. And the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs are kind of in the same boat. Both organizations have lost number 1 receivers. But the thing about Green Bay, they don't have no weapons. They don't have a number 2 receiver. They got a bunch of 3s and 4s over there. So they definitely going to have to make some noise in the draft, bringing in a receiver. And they probably going to have to look at the free agency crop of receivers that are still out there. Julio Jones is still out there. A.J. Green. So JoJo Schuster, ooh, yeah. He signed with Kansas City, I think it was last week, a week and a half ago. So maybe Kansas City saw the handwriting on the wall, and they made that move for JoJo. JoJo is a tough receiver. He's going to be able to make those tough catches over the middle. They still have Hardman. They still have the best tight end in the NFL in Kelsey. You know, a lot of people say, well, now Kittles is the best tight end because he blocks and catches. But you're just talking about pure catching ability. Kelsey is number 1 tight end in the NFL. So they still have some weapons. Now, they might have to bring in a stud running back, either through the draft or through... There ain't really no good running backs out here in free agency. So they definitely going to have to, in my opinion, draft a running back in the first 4 rounds. But they're not going to have the prolific passing game they had with Tyrek Hill was there. But they still going to have an offense that you're going to have to deal with multiple weapons. So Kansas City Chiefs going to be all right, but they're just no longer the prohibitive favorite. Now, as far as the Miami Dolphins go, they are one of the contenders to come out the AFC. Depending on if Tua Tagovailoa is who Miami Dolphins think he was when they drafted him number 1. When you draft a quarterback number 1, you're saying that he's a franchise quarterback. And if he's on that level, top 10 type of quarterback, then the Miami Dolphins are definitely a threat to come out the AFC. And I forgot about the Cincinnati Bengals right there. I mentioned the Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs are some of the top contenders in the AFC. And you got to put the Cincinnati Bengals, the defending AFC champions. They're going to be right there. The Cleveland Browns with Deshaun Watson, depending on how many games he misses, if he misses any games, he still has those 22 civil lawsuits that have to play out in the AFC. He's going to have to deal with him and the team that he's going to be on with one of the best rosters in the NFL, that being the Cleveland Browns. So you got a lot of teams out there, and it's basically Kansas City Chiefs is no longer head and shoulders above everybody in the AFC. They have fallen back, and they're right there in the mix with a bunch of teams that have the capabilities of coming out the AFC. But that's the breaking news, man. The Miami Dolphins have acquired the fastest player in the NFL, and Tyrek Hill, and they're going to be something to deal with in the AFC. And they're going to be one of the top contenders in the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs have suffered a significant loss, make no mistake about it, but they do have JoJo over there, and they still have Kelsey. If they're able to upgrade the running back position and upgrade the defense position. Is Honey Badger a free agent? I thought he might have been a free agent. I think he might be still out there if I'm not mistaken. We will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But let me know your thoughts about the Kansas City Chiefs dealing and acquiring Tyrek Hill. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know, does this shift the balance of power in the AFC? Do you no longer look at the Kansas City Chiefs as the prohibitive favorite in the AFC? I don't look at them in that way anymore, but I do see them in a crop of teams that have the capability of coming out the AFC. Let me know your thoughts. Follow me on Twitter, JBsports3303. Like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports. The man, the myth, the legend. And I holla.